There.
Hey, this week, because we've been gone a little while, especially her.
Yeah, I've been gone.
She's out traipsing.
Yeah.
We're going to show you a really cool technique on how to put a little bit more color on your brass stampings in a different way. It takes like no time at all, and it looks beautiful. I'm going to show you that. We're going to use two of the very most popular stampings from our website. We have really good stock of in case you want to try it, because of course at Bisou Boutiques we have
all the good
stuff.
Definitely.
And also, after we do that, I am also going to take the one and show you a very simple, like little Bisou-y type wire wrapping technique, because, you know, I don't do stuff by the book. I do it my way. That's the only way I can do it. And I'll show you how to put some little pearls and things on it, kind of a random cool way to make a really pretty focal. So it's going to be super simple and hopefully a little shorter than usual.
But from this information you can do so many other things.
Yeah. So we're going to get you started, and then hopefully you'll come and get some cool stuff and get moving on that next journey and make something unique of your own. So get on over here so we can show you how it's done. Okay, so for what we're going to do today, you're probably going to want your wire cutters. You're probably going to want your round nose pliers, flat nose pliers, a file, a little bit of quadruple aught. That's an old-fashioned word. Steel wool, 0, 0, 0, 0, 4 zeros. Steel wool, which you can get at the hardware store. And then you're going to probably want these fantastic shears, which I call the Linda and Opie shears, because I learned about these shears from Linda and Opie O'Brien of Burnt Offerings, who were some mentors and teachers to me back when I really needed a kick in the hiney to get myself going. And that's one of the reasons why I work hard to keep you going, because they taught me the value of that, keeping other artists going. So these are really, really super good, and they are great for metal up to 24 gauge, and they're only $14.95 on the site. And if you don't have a pair of these, not that I want to do a hard sell, but you need these. These scissors you need. I would love it for you to come over and just strip me of every pair I have so that you would have them, because I can get more fast. These scissors, if you have any kind of a workshop, even if you're working off your tabletop, you need these scissors. You will use them over and over and over again. They last a long time, and they're just as good as any other metal shears out there, probably better, and last just as long, and they don't cost very much. Okay, so that aside, what are we going to do? Well, this is what we're going to do. Can you get that heavy? Does it show up without doing a lot of zooming? We are going to work with this stamping, which is Fig 09727. And as you can see, I've primer painted it, spray painted it with white, very lightly, both sides. And this one has not been sealed yet, because we're going to do something to it to make it look like this.
That's
pretty.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
And you are not going to believe how easy it is. It is so simple. And then after we do that, we're going to use a little wire and get some pearlies on it, and a little dangly thing, and a rose. And now all you have to do is add some chain or some other pearls, and you've got a beautiful necklace focal that you could use. Another piece that we were going to show a little bit about today is this piece, which is a heart. It's a pierced heart. Maybe if I hold it up a little bit. It's Fig 07982. Boy, I hope I didn't mix those numbers up.
Well, what do you think we should do about it?
Well, anyway, you know what? We'll have it straightened out until Javi puts the video up. Yeah, and we'll get it. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so don't worry about it for now. This is pretty hard. See, what you can do to this heart, we're going to start right here. What you can do to this heart is this. You can use it the way it is. You can drill it out and make it into a pendant, and it's fabulous. You can put stuff in the middle and make it fabulous, but you can also find the stamping within the stamping, and you can cut it apart. And these would make some cool earrings, don't you think? I do. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to distress this. Let me move this back out of the way. I'm going to distress this with my steel wool. Now you've seen me do this a bazillion times, so this is repeat. I'm just going to go over it.
I find myself wondering what color you painted that.
This is just primer white. Get it from the hardware store or the drugstore or wherever you get. I use Krylon brand if you can get Krylon.
So Krylon brand.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, really anything works. I just kind of like Krylon.
Well, this has a softness to it that I like. Just the tone.
Yeah,
of the paint.
I just like it. You know, and it's very flat, matte. That's what you want. Okay, brush that out. So now it looks like this. Now what am I going to do? Well, this is where those fabulous shears come into play, because we got to get this cut apart. So I'm going to start right down here at the point. This is the toughest place in it. And I'm going to start and get right inside the line there.
Ooh, boy, it's hard to think.
And just snip it. Just snip it. And the rest of it I'm going to bend.
Ooh.
Voila.
That's easy.
But of course now you got rough edges. They're not bad though.
Okay, well what do you do about that?
The rough edges, you can actually, if you have the patience, you can just keep going over them with steel wool. Steel wool will take it off.
And if you don't
But myself, I'm not going to do this a lot because the noise is so annoying. But a little file like this, oh, just do it. And you always want to file one way. In fact, I kind of like to go from the back best one way because, you know, you got finish out here. You know, it may do something to it you don't like. And every so often feel over it. Maybe you decide, yeah, keep going one way. So you just decide which way you want to go until you smooth it down, or you get it smoothed down a little bit wherever it was that you cut. This is going to be the toughest place right here at the V because you had the most metal to cut through there. But this is an annoying noise, so I'm not going to keep doing it. Just trust me on this. You can get this real nice and smooth, okay? Which is what you want to do. Okay, so now you got two pieces and a mess. That's the bad thing about steel wool.
I'll clean that up tomorrow.
Yes. Well, no, you won't be there. Anyways, so that's easy for you to say. I would drill this about here and about here to avoid this part. This isn't big enough to drill through. That way, too, it should hang right. If you drill it too far over this way, it's going to want to tend to swing in like this on yours. So you want to get it so it goes straight up and down. And I find that if you go like right about here, right about here.
Mm-hmm. You mark them first?
Right about here. Yeah, I do. I'm not going to drill them today. I'm just saying, you know, if I was to make earrings out of these, because I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
I would mark them first.
I would go here and here. Okay. That's what I do. Now, I'm going to show you the technique. The technique. This is Ranger Perfect Pearls.
I love Perfect Pearls.
Yes. And you can use it on polymer clay, but you can use it on metal too. So what you got to do, since this is metal and not absorbent like polymer clay, you've got to use the Perfect Medium, which if you buy a set of Perfect Pearls, this comes with it, this little one. But we sell the bigger one too. Honestly, I'd want the bigger one, but I had this out here, so some will use. Okay, now you've got to thoroughly coat this. So just take the pad and just and it's kind of hard to see because this is totally clear. It's
so you're kind of going in circles and back and forth.
Yeah, just be sure that you get just be sure you get enough on there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do the first one because I don't want this to dry. I'm using the Perfect Pearls. This is Interference Red from the Interference set, but it's really a really beautiful peachy pink.
It is a very nice color.
And I just get a good bit on my brush, and you will have a little waste, but that's how it is. And then I'm going to coat this really, really well. Okay. While I still have a lot on my brush, I think I'll just go ahead and get this one prepped. Let me not get off camera so that you can see. I'm going to get it on there really good so it'll hold. And then
I think I'm going to try this.
This is so simple. Anybody can do this. It's like instant gratification, super success right now. No problem. And if you get a little bit too much on it, you just rub it off like that. So I kind of distressed it down. Let me put a little bit more on. So there I am. And they have all kinds of different colors. And you can do this with other, you know, media too. Don't have to be Perfect Pearls. It can be other embossing powders, but I like Perfect Pearls because they have a little bit of mic in them, and so they shimmer.
I
So let
like
me
the
get my
shimmer.
hand out of the way. You can see how they really shimmer pretty, okay? So in just this few minutes, we did that. Now what do you do next? You got to seal this, okay? You can't just wear it like this, you know, use it. So you got to seal it. I recommend again the Krylon Matte Spray Lacquer, which you get at the hardware store. I don't sell stuff like that because shipping it through the mail can be a problem, and you can get it anywhere. So just go downtown and there you'll find it. If you can't find Krylon, buy the next best thing, okay? But that's it. That's how that worked. So then you could make earrings or something out of that part. Or some people will do like this, like they'll go this way and they'll put something else in the middle. Hold that. Maybe a cameo. You could glue a cameo in there.
Huh.
You could put it together and you could glue a bezel on there, put a cameo in with some alcohol ink, drill it here and here.
You've got something different.
Very unique.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very unique. So it's about looking for the stamping inside of stamping, and this is a really, really good example of that. You can change it up and make it into something that nobody's seen before. And that makes it all your own, which is awesome. Okay, so that's what I do with that one. And then, like I say, we'll be sure we get you the right SKU number from our website. We got lots of them in case you want to try it. Okay, so now we've got this one. We want to show you how to do it again, and it's really just review. First, I'm going to distress it. I think I'll just, no, I don't want to go into that here. As usual, I'm always trying to show you a whole bunch of stuff in just a little bit of time. So, I don't know, Rob said to me, you know, Aunt Brenda, maybe it'd be good if you started to do a few videos that were a little bit shorter because people's attention spans are only just so long. And I'm thinking, well, wouldn't you want the value of a whole class? And yeah, you might want that, but maybe not all the time. So maybe we should give you options and have some shorter ones. And I could actually just stop at this and say, okay, come back for the wiring. But I'm not going to do that to you because I hate those kind of videos.
Maybe that's what.
But if that's what you want, you know, hey, we could do it. I don't know. Part 1, part 2. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so now it's distressed. Very easy. I'm going to go back over this with the perfect medium pad. Get it on there pretty good because you want it to stick. Okay? And then, since you're done with it now, close it up so it doesn't dry out. All right, I've got my, this helps to contain my mess, this paper plate. So now I'm going to dip it in the interference red, which is really,
called it interference pink.
yeah, it's an art reason why it's called that.
Oh,
But
well, I don't
anyway, which I'm not really quite sure of it. I know it
Don't
is.
go by the name, go by the color.
Yeah, it's pink. It's not red. No way, Jose. This is okay. So anyway, you can see how that worked out. Beautiful. And then just kind of rub your finger over it to mellow it out. If you want more on there, you can even just ink over that again with the perfect medium, which is a type of ink. It's clear ink. Until you're
Clear
happy
ink.
with it. See, I've got 2 of them now. So this one I'm going to set aside because it's not sealed. So I don't want to try and be wiring on something that is not sealed yet. So let me close up my Perfect Pearls. And I'll put it along with this and along with this for something to do later. Okay? So we're done with that part of the video. Now, what I'm going to show you, or attempt to show you, is, let me move my tools that I don't
I don't
need.
need.
I only need, let's see, I need the cutters,
The ones I'm
yeah. I need these
Okay.
3. Yeah, and then I get my pearls over here. And I'm going to try to wire this. I've got about 2 feet of 22 gauge wire here. Now, actually, I like 20 gauge wire best. But
Why?
it just seems to be my go-to wire, you know. But for the pearl thing, I think we might be better off using a 22, so a little bit lighter, so I did it. So I'm going to start right about here, okay? And I'm going to come on this corner. Let's see if I can do the same thing twice. Ha ha ha. I use this for a point of reference. Okay, came around, and I'm just going to come around like this. And be careful if someone like Donna is sitting next to you, because this is a long piece of wire. But I got my reasons why I want to do this way.
I never thought to do what you're doing.
Okay.
With the wrapping that.
Okay, did I start in the wrong angle? Yeah.
Usually you'll be doing them close to the
I'll
same
just
time.
I'll just go around there and then I'll wrap it up over again. Now I'm at the right angle. How's that for clever? I just crisscrossed it.
You can do that.
Now we're
too.
good. Now bend this up because we're going to make a loop with that later. Now I'm going to start beading it. So I've got, these are about 4mm little pearls, little costume pearls. They're no big deal. You probably got a bunch of them at your house. So I'm going to put them on with my shaky hands because while I didn't have coffee, I did have quite a bit of iced tea. So I'm hoping I can do this and not bore you.
Is that coffee you made still fresh?
Gee, I don't know. That one doesn't have a hole, so that's not going to help me. Need a hole. I really wanted to get this whole thing done. That did not take me long to make at all. Okay, so now I've got these on the wire. Now that is the problem. You're working with a long piece, so yeah, you got to kind of watch. You don't want to like jag your eye or jag somebody who's next to you. But I'm going to go through this hole here. And if you have a suggestion and you're really, really good with wire, I would love to hear it, but I don't want to hear anything that's not nice. Because these videos take a lot of time to make. And I just, you know, hate me if you want to, but I just think it's nice to be nice. When I don't mind helpful criticism, I don't mind anybody that has a better way of doing it. Okay? Just suggest kindly, or I will remove your comment. And that's all I have to say about it. After 120 YouTubes, I've seen enough people who just
We're trying to build confidence.
got
in
nasty
people,
because
too.
they couldn't. I don't. I like to build a loving community.
Yeah, we want to
You
encourage
know, I
each
don't
other.
allow this at the Beastie Boutiques Creative Group, and I'm not going to allow it on my commentary. Okay, I've got 7 beads. Not to be a downer or negative about anything. It's just that, you know, you're over here trying to share something with somebody that they could use to make some money. And then, you know, you get somebody on that just kind of wants to come in and spoil the party. And I'm not into that, you know. Just not into that. Okay, so now I've got more on here. So I want to go through this hole here. So, okay, once again, I'm going to have to step back. So I don't want to jag myself or anybody else. And I'm going to pull that through. And you have to kind of be careful because you don't want the wire to kink. But with the heavier gauge wire, normally, you know, with cage work, I'd be doing 28, but it'll kink like really easy. You need heavier to do this. Okay, so now I've got that done. Okay, now I'm going to come down around this little curlicue thing here. This way. Okay, and I'm going to wrap it one time. So I did that. And now I'm going to put some pearls across there. You wouldn't have to. I've done this piece just using the wire and left the wire bare, but with this beautiful pearly color. Whoops. Okay, got it. Didn't miss any beads. I figured, you know, hey, why not adorn it? That's what it's about, right? Jewelry is about adornment. Okay, so I'm going to press this up a little bit. You know what? I'm going to take that one bead off. I don't need it. I did it on the one here, down here, the one's already done. I'll leave the example out so you can see. I might just go around one time. Here, let me get back on camera. That might be good, huh? Okay, so I've got one time around. And I'm seeing the holes from my beads. I didn't even see that a little bit on here. I kind of don't like that so much. I might want to go one more time. And maybe it kind of helps cover that or distract from them a little bit. We'll see. So I'm going to do like 3 on there. Okay. I hope you guys will try this because it's really fun and it really adorns the stampings a lot. Okay, you get back over there. That's my notes. Okay, so now I've got 2 rows. Okay, that's good. Now what I want to do, this is a little bit hard for me anyway. I want to make my loop. Oops, without jagging myself. See, there's a little loop there. So now what I need to do, in fact, I'm going to bend it back this way. Watch, I'll jag Javi in the eye. She's clear over there. Yeah, stay back, Dawn.
I'm getting so tired, I'm afraid I'll fall asleep and snore.
Oh, gee. Well, this is an exciting video. Okay.
Well, I'm very interested in it. I just,
Oh,
this is just the
so
time-
now
the
I've
tired time
got
of the day.
my loop here. See my loop? Okay. Skip to my loop. Now you could wrap that if you wanted. I wrapped it on this one, but I'm not going to for time's sake. Don't have to. I've got my loop. Okay. And I'm going to go in between there where you can't see it too much. Okay, so now I've got a loop so that I can put a little pendant there. Okay? So now from there, I'm going to come up and around. Let's see where I went in this. I'm going to go up to this hole. Okay? And I'm kind of making a little trail to kind of frame around my bisque rose. So I'm going to go this way, and I've got, let's see, sometimes counting the pearls helps. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12 pearls. Okay. That'll help me know. I'll go ahead and get 12 pearls on here. And then I can go to put 12 pearls on with her shaky hand.
I'm imagining how pretty it would be even with regular beads.
Yeah, you could do this so many ways. So many ways. And that's all it's about, guys. It's just giving you ideas. It's a starting point. You know, I love to share the things I've done because you know what? Believe it or not, I've had a lot of success with the things I've made in the past from these components.
I remember when you had
Okay.
had it all printed out, your
Yes.
line.
Yeah.
I loved to even just look at it
Yeah,
printed out. It
yeah.
was pretty.
I want to do it again, actually.
I think you should.
Yeah, we had a lot of success with it, and I know people are looking for cool ways to make jewelry. Now you can see I'm bending this. That will sell. And that don't have to, doesn't take a long time to make it, but it looks pretty.
There's nothing like it anywhere else.
Yeah, and you know, you could make a necklace like this out of some little stray pearls that you have. Now here's the thing, here I am, I'm kinking it up. Don't do that.
Stop that.
Stop that. Okay, now, yeah, I got it where I want to. Okay, so I've got it. So now I'm going to come back around. I think I'll put another pearl on it. I didn't originally, but I'm going to do it here. I'm going to go back through here. Do you see, Donna?
I see better over here. Probably
Oh, that's
it's not
fine.
good.
That's fine. Just ask me the questions you think I'm leaving out. Okay, now see, I got a kink in my wire, so I'm kind of glad that happened actually, because in that
You
way I
turn
could
it.
show you ways to straighten it. Like I've got flat nose pliers, so I can straighten it a little bit. We want to do it though without stripping it from a color.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so now, okay, so I did that. Now I've got a section where it comes up like this. We're almost done, guys. I need 5 pearls. It's kind of hard for me to do the same thing twice. Now, when I was doing a lot of assemblage and I had that line that Donna was talking about, it was easier. But when you're working with wire and things like that, it's a little, you know, sometimes tends to want to go its own way, or you tend to want to go your own way. That's more like,
It's more fun to.
I tend to want to go my own way.
have
maybe.
each one be a little different.
Yeah.
Similar,
So,
but-
yeah, one bit like that. Okay, so, all right. So now I'm going to bend that. And I honestly think I need more pearls in this case. So I'm going to put maybe 2 more. You kind of have to eyeball it. You know, it's kind of, whoops, one goes, that's all right, there
I'll
too.
pick that up.
We'll clean up, yeah, tomorrow when you're not here. She keeps saying that. Okay, so now I want to go through this hole here, right here. Okay. I know some of my pals at the creative group will like to do this.
Oh.
Well, next week we'll probably see some examples of what they did with my idea, and I'm excited for that. I wish you'd come and join us at the Bisa Boutiques creative group. We really want you. Like I said, you know, we're a nice group because I don't allow nastiness there. I only allow nurturing and kindness. So I wish you'd come. There's 2 more rows to do here. So I'm going to come up around like this on the corner, and now I'm going to do them. Yeah, we like to really cheer each other on, and you can be new. Most of us are new to intermediate. We have some that are quite advanced beaters, and we have some that are really advanced assemblage artists, but everybody just, and polymer clay artists, we have some good polymer clay artists. But we're all, very good, and we have a lot of ideas, and we work hard at what we do, and we work hard at our Etsy shops, and you know what? That's too many for there. I'm going to take one off.
I love to see the creative process.
Yeah,
we
talk a lot about, we talk a lot,
Yeah.
we talk a lot about, trial and error. What if you did this? What if you did that? We have a lot of activity nearly every day at the creative group. People are putting their pictures up and showing me what they did. We have some resin artists that are amazing, like Oksana Bell. She's off the charts. I'll never be able to do what she does. I think she has a unique talent. But I can do this. And as you can see, I wrapped that several times. Now I'm going to come out this way. So now I've got 2 tails. Now what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to cut them back. They don't need to be this long. I'm going to cut it back to about there. So that's... She's shielding herself because she thinks it's going to go flying. I'm not going to...
You're not going to allow it
No.
to? Okay.
No,
You were trying to make me scared, I think.
Yeah, I love to scare you.
Yeah.
This is how much? Yeah, maybe like 1.5 inches. I'm going to take a little bit of this off too. Okay, so I've got 2 tails here. So what am I going to do with those? Well, it's very simple. I'm going to take my round nose pliers, about in the middle, where it's a little bit wider, and I'm just going to start rolling it. Now if I find out, that my roll is a little wonky, or I don't like it so good or whatever, I could take it apart and make it shorter, whatever. I'm going to have to let this, do for now, and I will adjust it later. I've got a little tail there that needs clipped too. See, that's my hanging hole to make the side of my necklace, and that'll hold real nice. I'm going to make it a little bit lighter. You're not going to want to use real heavy beads with a wrap like that, okay? Lighter weight, but it'll be fine. Or it's just some chain, maybe, just some chain.
That's what I was going to ask you, if you had ideas what you're going to do yet.
Yeah, I like to combine things.
Me too.
I like to combine things. I like to do a little bit of chain, sometimes a connector, a little bit of repurpose.
Love connectors, and your connectors are
We have some
amazing.
beautiful things. Our finishes are the best out there. So I've got them looking pretty much the same, but I may want to go back and fix it up a little bit, make them look a little bit more similar. But as you can see, I've got the basic thing going on there. Okay?
Well, that's beautiful,
How's
Brenda.
that? Now, we're going to take...
I'd buy it.
Would you buy that? Yeah, you're always trying to buy my stuff. Okay, so I'm going to put my little ringy-dingy Turner thing on, and I just have a brass ox thing. I should have made a copper one. I didn't have a tiny one, so...
Tiny what?
A tiny copper jump down here.
Oh.
So I'm just going to put this on for now, but I might change it. In fact, I might, since that loop is kind of big,
Copper would be nice.
I might take a couple of things and hang here. Just little things, just real little things. Another thing I like to do, which I should have added here, but I didn't put my perfect pearls on it. I forgot to. Well,
They know how.
They know how. But I'm just to show you, so you can see how pretty it looks
It is very,
on
very
here.
pretty, Brenda.
I like that on top of there. So I'm going to just take it, put it on here. See, this one was sealed already. The other one that we worked on together wasn't, so I would never have gone ahead and finished it. But this one was already sealed, so I could go ahead and finish it. I actually had to colorize 3 pieces in order to show you this today. Okay, so now I've got the little rose charm. It is BROX 04830, okay? So now, what will I do? You might prefer to do nothing else. You might prefer to say, that's fine. I like this rose on there, so I would glue it right there. But then you'll see when you turn it over, you're going to have maybe glue seeping through, so what do you do about that? I'll show you what I did on this one. I put a little sig pad, little tiny blank, which is base 09918, and we have lots of them. I even signed it. I don't know if Javi can pick that up, whatever. But I just glued it over where I glued the rose, and then the glue is all contained in between, and
Smart.
you're not going to see any.
Yeah.
Okay? And then I lightly resprayed the back. Okay? I think this one's a little bit neater in the back, and this one even. So, you know, you improve as you go along. And I see some things I want to straighten up yet, too. But it gives you the idea. So if you wanted to glue that rose on there, that's what you do. Glue it on, let it set up, let it cure for a while, then turn it over and glue one of these on the back. And then you could sign it. So that's pretty much what I had for you today. I'll set this on or off. Your decision. That's pretty much what I had for you today.
I think it's one of my favorite things you've made on video.
But isn't that so pretty? I mean, you could make bridesmaids. Wouldn't it be bridesmaids?
I'm thinking
Beautiful
that.
bridesmaid jewelry. So much you can do with that piece, you know. And this all started out with raw brass. Okay, so you save money there too because there's no plating to pay for. So I'm doing more and more things with raw brass and showing you how you can put simple finishes, perfect pearls. This much perfect pearls cost like nothing. So why don't you, first of all, come to Facebook and join us at Bisou Boutiques Creative Group. We would love to have you. I often say the only thing that's missing is you. We would love to have you. We would love to teach you. We would love to learn from you. Another thing I'd love for you to do is come and visit us, please, at bisouboutiques.com. It's a very large website where I have collected together the things that I have used in my personal journey, which has now been over 27 years of jewelry making. And they're the things that I know work, and they're good things. I use quality things. And that is what makes good jewelry, is good components. So please come visit me at bisouboutiques.com, and you have a wonderful day. We've so enjoyed being with you. We have a new website coming up. It will be bisouboutiques.com, the same too. Nothing's going to happen. You don't need to do anything different. It's just someday, really soon, really, really soon, you're going to tune in and you're going to see something fantastic.
You're going to be thrilled.
We just can't wait.
Yeah,
So we may be back with you next week. We may not, because we may be working on it. But it is coming out real quick. So best to you. Have a great day, and thanks for tuning in today.